Hi, welcome to the Daily Dose of Dopamine. I'm Susan, that's Robert. And I'm kind of laughing at myself, looking at myself here on the screen because I'm in a I'm in a like t-shirt that I slept in last night and then I went out and exercised in this morning because I'm having DBS surgery in 3 days.
Yeah.
And I've been slacking on my aerobic exercise because I don't really love aerobic exercise.
So,
And it's
go
hot
ahead.
here in Texas, and I'm just coming up with all one excuse after the next. But uh,
Is
yeah.
there a component to exercise pre-surgery that anybody has talked to you about setting yourself up positively? In other words, having a level of fitness that can lend toward recovery. Has that been a conversation? No.
Interesting that you ask. Interesting that the answer is no.
Hmm.
Uh, the questions that I have not asked that question. I've asked about recovery, and the answer is rest. You're going to need to rest more than you think.
Hmm.
However, I have my good friend Jill, who you know, coming, and she's going to be here for a few weeks, and she's helping with practical things so that I can rest more. However, she is also going to make sure that I get my shoes on and get out the front door and go walking, even in these big hills.
You
So
know,
I've taken it on for myself.
yeah, there's a number of fascinating things in what you're just saying right there. One of which pops out to me is, I think, kind of a modified term, quality of rest. Um, Jill Rutledge is a an expert in meditation, breathing, wellness, and those things, mindfulness. And I'm interested, and will be very interested to track and monitor as we go through this what your recovery is like, knowing that, as we tease out, we have this book Recovery Time in the works, and this will certainly be part of that, documenting that. The old school approach to rest was lie in bed. There's been a tremendous amount of research in the last 20, 25 years, especially with things like back surgery, that in fact, that kind of rest is antithetical. Getting up and moving is in fact what your body needs. If we're taking the body at its best healing properties and potential, it needs circulation. How do we get circulation? With breath, with mindfulness, with movement. So for you, they say rest. How do you react to that? And what role will Jill play in the quality of rest you'll be getting?
Well, I've interpreted it my way, since no one really
Imagine
understands.
that.
Hey, that's it. I could make a song, did it my way. Um, what I hear in that word rest is a whole like organic um, inner consistent um, like honest uh, tapping into each moment, and a lot of it is peace. That to me, I I'm a homemaker, Robert. That's what I've done, for the 50 years of my marriage. My husband's going to be here, right? He's also going to be working all day long. And my history is I make dinner. Well, I know I don't, I, I'm so thrilled that there's somebody else who can help me with that or do it for me. So that's part of rest. It's what I won't be doing. It's not that I'm going to be lying in bed. I mean, that would be uh, backward moving. that would that would slow down the process. But to have support for my everyday life, that's an interpretation of rest for me.
Right.
Do you understand what I mean?
I do. It sounds to me like letting go of norms that you have set for yourself, things that define your role. Uh, you
Day to
know,
day life.
right. So resting from those, and allowing, perhaps, if I'm hearing this, I may be adding into it, but you to allow yourself to basically be more present in your rest, to allow to get more when you need to. Is that right?
It is right, and the way I've come to where I am now is because of my Parkinson's. It demands what it demands, and so if it says go lie down, you are too tired, get off your feet. Me and all my friends who have Parkinson's are like, see ya. We don't, I mean, they just drop, the world drops out from underneath us. You got to go lie down. So knowing that, it might be a 20-minute, I might be sound asleep for 20 minutes and then I'm rested.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a big topic. Yeah.
it is. Well, we'll get on to more of that in the next dose. I appreciate you bringing it forward. There's a lot to get here. Stay tuned.
Yeah.